Alright, so we've got World Championship Barcelona, first place deck. Here it is. I took out some of the expensive cards. The original thing is $940. My thing is $50.
$50?
$50. We're keeping the Kodachis, the Pouncing Links, the Emberblade, the Scalers, the Tide Flippers. All that's good. We're taking out the junk. Flamescale Furnace, Spring Tunic, Mask of Momentum, the Shuko. We don't need that. We don't need Warmongers or Art of War or other war type cards like Command and Conk War and Enlightened Strike, Bittering Thorns. Too expensive, I say. We need good cards, nice cheap cards like Humble. Let's talk one-to-one replacements here. I'm starting with the equipment. Flamescale Furnace. Deep Blue is your new Flamescale Furnace. If you were ever going to play Flamescale in a match, you're playing Deep Blue now. You're going to have a bad hand in the middle of this game. You're going to have Oops All Reds, too many one-cost cards in hand, and Deep Blue is going to bail you out. You're going to have a great time. And then you're going to win the game. Findle Spring Tunic. Blossom of Spring. These are just one-to-one replacements. I don't even think people understand that. This is just the exact same card. Mask of Momentum. Mask of Three Tails. Now, both of these are masks of cats. This is a new one, though. This is actually pretty cool. Destroy this, draw a card, activate this ability only if you've hit 3 or more times this combat chain. You're going to be hitting a lot. This is a Phi deck. All you're going to be doing is hitting. And then you get to draw a card. It's good value. Yeah, you should play that card. Finally, the Tiger Stripe Shuko gets replaced with Cracker Jacks. Honestly, all the arm pieces are just kind of bad. Even Shuko. Just all the arm stuff is just bad. All right, next up, we got Bittering Thorns. This is a brand new card. It's kind of a reprint, just in a different color. 4 breakpoint. Next attack this turn gets +1 on hit. We can also present the 4 breakpoint with Soaring Strike. So pay 1, attack for 4. You're already doing the same thing Bittering Thorns is doing. When Soaring Strike hits, you may banish an attack action card from your hand with cost less than a number of Draconic Chain Links you control. If you do, it gains Go Again, and you may play it this turn. You know what's awesome with Go Again? Snatch, and Lava Burst, and Salt the Wound, and I think every other card in the deck has Go Again anyway. Blue Soulbead Strike. Command and Conquer, boring. We're all tired of seeing that in decks. No one wants to see that in your deck. Stop playing Command and Conquer. It's not good. Did I already talk about Humble? When this hits a hero, that hero loses all abilities until the end of their next turn. What's really great about this card is you're not even attacking with it. You're just popping dragons with this card. End of story. That's all you're doing with it. Put any other 6 power. You could run anything with 6 or more power on it. And that's also a perfectly fine replacement. E-Strike. So E-Strike is a very cool card. Love the modularity. Take the tempo. This card doesn't see a lot of play. I really love this card. It's a 1 cost, 5 power, 3 block. It's a red. When Take the Tempo hits, if you've hit 3 or more times this combat chain, banish the top card of your deck. If it's an attack action card, and it probably will be, you may play it until the end of your next turn. What is super cool about this card is that it has kind of the same modes on it that E-Strike already has. So let's look at Enlightened Strike gains +2. If you have a blue in your hand and your only play is Kodachi, Take the Tempo, then that's also +2. Just Kodachi. The Kodachis give it +2. You know what I'm saying? It's like 2 cards, 7 damage, same freaking thing. Enlightened Strike has Go Again. Well, you run Snapdragon Scalers. That's what it's for. This thing only costs 1. This is a perfect Snapdragon Scalers target, because if it does hit, you get to draw a card, and then you just get to play that card and just keep going. That's amazing. But speaking of drawing a card, Enlightened Strike says, draw a card. Take the Tempo is basically like drawing. It's like a second secret arsenal in the Banish Zone. You're kind of like a Shadow Ninja. You should play this card. It's really good. Art of War may be the most difficult thing to replace. Not gonna lie, had a tough time with this one. I settled on what I think is just decent value in this kind of aggressive deck. Rise from the Ashes. Your next Draconic or Ninja attack action card you play this turn gets +3. You may return a Phoenix Flame from your graveyard to your hand. This is basically a head jab that replaces itself, or a head jab the hard way, the long way. You play this card, you play the Phoenix Flame that it gave you, and then you just did 3 damage. Then you can close the chain, though. You kind of get to play 2 Phoenix Flames a turn with this without running 2 Phoenix Flames. It's aggressive, it's straightforward, it's basically just a head jab. Warmonger's Diplomacy, it's just blue and it blocks 3. If that's all we're doing, just give me a blue block 3. This is 0 cost. It's 3 block. It's blue. It's a combo card. Check this out. If Soulbead Strike was the last attack this combat chain, what are we running in blues already? Soulbead Strikes. Did you know we were running Soulbead Strikes? You probably didn't, because you were looking at all the Mounting Angers and stuff, which are better cards for sure, but we actually have a combo in here. We could run, you play Soulbead Strike, and for reasons that no one knows, your opponent doesn't block it, then you just play Crane Dance after it. And it can't be defended by attack action cards with base power greater than the number of chain links you control. Anyway, I think it's pretty cool. So I put all these really great cards in the deck, and I took out all these like weird cards. I don't know why people play these cards. And now this number in the top right corner went down like a lot. $890. It went down almost $900. And for the sake of a nice round number, I'm going to say $900, probably even in the title. Maybe the thumbnail, I haven't decided yet. It's $50, that's great, compared to $900. I would love, we could go cheaper. We could do it. If I was going cheaper, I would cut Ancestral Empowerment, I would cut Double Strike, I would cut Erase Face, I would cut Reinforce the Line. I'd have some maybe tougher decisions to make, but I truly believe you could get to that $30 range. Worth thinking about. This is a great place to start. Take this to your armory. Don't spend $900. Bye. Blue Soulbead Strike. Soulbead Strike. Soulbead Strikes. Soulbead Strikes. Soulbead Strike. Crane Dance.